Okay. Good afternoon, y'all. This is the man in the black mask, and I heard this bizarre story on Eyewitness News this morning before I caught some shut eye. So I'm gonna share my political thoughts and views with y'all about a Queens NYPD highway cop that was killed by a drunken hit and run driver on the Long Island Expressway. I know a lot of you have heard about this, and a lot of you can't believe it yourselves, and quite frankly, neither can I, okay? But that's why I'm here. I'm here to share my political views with you. But this time, I want to read this article first before I stop and comment on anything, okay? I just want to read and then share with you. I think the politics should come last for better understanding, okay? Okay. Senseless and completely avoidable. NYPD cop investigating crash killed by drunken hit and run driver on Long Island Expressway. Now I'm just going to show you this article because a lot of you might know him. See it? Pray for him and his family through this challenging time. Okay? His name is Anastasio Sakos, a Queens highway cop diverting traffic from a fiery fatal Long Island Expressway crash was run down and killed early Tuesday by a boozed up hit and run driver with a suspended license, police said. What a piece of shit. NYPD highway officer Anastasio Sakos, 43, was steering cars away from a single car crash near Francis Lewis Boulevard in the eastbound lanes around 2 a.m. when he was struck, quote unquote, head on by a maroon Volkswagen Passat that ignored traffic cones and the flashing lights of cop cars. Police Commissioner Demonstrate said driver Jessica Beauvais, 32, with her windshield shattered, sped away from the crash, but was arrested just a mile away, where she ranted and swore at cops as they took her into custody. Police sources said, "Fuck you," a source quoted her as telling the arrested officers. "I don't have to listen to you." The Hempstead woman, with a history of license suspensions, blew a .15 on a breathalyzer at the 112th precinct, nearly double the legal limit, sources said. Beauvais admitted to drinking a single beer before the deadly bout, although she was slurring her words and walking unsteadily once pulled over, sources said. Beauvais was charged with DWI, vehicular manslaughter, leaving the scene of a fatal accident, reckless driving, driving with a suspended license. Yeah, why would they call reckless driving twice? Yeah, it should be like this. Beauvais was charged with DUI, vehicular manslaughter, leaving the scene of a fatal accident, reckless driving, and driving with a suspended license. EMS rushed Sakos, a 14-year-old NYPD veteran and father of two, to New York Presbyterian Queens Hospital, where the veteran cop passed away. My God. We stand here this morning reminded once again in law enforcement that there is no such thing as a routine job, Shea said in a joint hospital press conference with Mayor de Blasio early Tuesday. Quote, "We stand here devastated and try to pick up the pieces of what is now a shattered home and a shattered NYPD camera," unquote. The mayor said the initial 12:30 a.m. crash Sakos was monitoring in Fresh Meadows also involved a driver with a suspended license. 20 more where that came from. So, holy cow. That driver lost control and plowed into a utility pole at the median while on the LIE exit ramp to the Clearview Expressway, with one passenger inside the burning vehicle pronounced dead at the scene. The driver and a second passenger were taken to a nearby hospital, police said. The car was quote unquote on fire when cops showed up. They rushed toward that car, broke the window, and pulled people out of that car, Shea said. Sakos was standing in the roadway by his marked police car when Beauvais swerved to avoid the fiery crash, Shea said. Ha. I think when you see the images of the car and that windshield that was completely shattered and damaged, there was no way she didn't know that she had struck an individual, the commissioner said. Despite extensive damage to her car, Beauvais peeled off, Shea said. "We see a horrible pattern of people doing the wrong thing and other people dead because of it," said the president. "Sakos is dead because of other people's negligence." Shea called the crash a senseless and completely unavoidable chain of events. No, a senseless and completely avoidable chain of events. Sorry. I apologize for the error, y'all. The mayor noted that he and Shay met with Sacco's widow, Irene, and their 6-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son. The pain she is going through, there is no words for, said de Blasio. A few hours ago, she was looking forward to seeing her husband again, and now she won't. His children will never see their father again because someone did the wrong thing. Here is a good man who won't be home. Beauvais, who was originally from Raleigh, North Carolina, was awaiting arraignment Tuesday. Sources said her license had been suspended since August 2019 for failing to pay DMV fees. Wow. Fucking deadbeat. A Long Island woman has been issued several summonses in the past for speeding and using a cell phone while driving, sources said. She was most recently summoned on January 2019 for speeding on the Belt Parkway. In May 2018, she received a summons for using a cell phone while driving in Brooklyn and received a similar summons 2 months ago earlier for using a phone while driving an unregistered car in Queens. Man, that tells you right there that Beauvais should have never been behind the wheel in the first place, let alone got her license. In April 2015, Beauvais was arrested in Manhattan's Lower East Side for driving without a license. She pleaded guilty 2 months later and was ordered to pay a $200 fine. That's $100 more than the amount you would get for fair beating. A criminal complaint revealed that her license was suspended more than 2 times on more than 2 dates and had not been reinstated at the time of her arrest. Wow. In May 2012, she received another summons for speeding in Brooklyn, said sources. Oh my God. Man, she's on the run. Sacco's colleagues in NYPD's Highway Patrol Unit 3 painted a different picture of the fallen cop, describing him as, quote unquote, the best of the best, they said. He was a person who never asked why. What you need done, Commissioner said. Yeah, just what you need done. Police Benevolent Association President Pat Lynch added that under that uniform, behind that stern face was a father, was a husband. In the police department, there are 2 compliments you can give a fellow police officer that top no other. He's a cop's cop. He's a good guy. You hurt them both, and it's an emergency room. Okay? Now, Anastasia Sakos was just basically doing his job when this piece of shit just decided to totally disregard safety, not just for herself, but for others involved, too. And, Sakos was investigating a fiery crash that also involved an unlicensed driver. Didn't say whether that person was drunk or what, but that person was unlicensed, especially the suspect. Both the victim and the suspect were unlicensed. Like the biggest problem was the suspect because she had a history of multiple driving infractions and violations. And she did not want to pay that $200 fine that she was ordered to pay last night. She was known to get behind the wheel drunk, drive with suspended licenses, talk and text behind the wheel when she should be concentrating on the road. That shit. So this tells me right there that she'll probably lose her license for life if she's convicted. She'll probably never get reinstated. Because obviously she's a danger to the road. She should never have been on the road in the first place. Jessica Beauvais would be better off riding bikes, buses, and trains and not driving cars or using her goddamn feet. I mean, everybody got feet. I mean, some people don't, but a lot of people got feet. So I know she can run, but she won't be running from nothing now because she's going to be at Rikers Island. And how the fuck are you going to hit a cop with your car, and then drive off like a fucking moron? You know what I'm saying? Your windshield is shattered. Cops are going to find you. They got the VIN number and everything. They know who and what she is. So she should have known right then and there that she had no way out. Okay? She was a piece of shit. Miss Beauvais was a punk-ass piece of shit. And she should never get out of Rikers Island. And I know a lot of you is thinking that Miss Beauvais should have been charged with murder because I'm sure there are some that think that maybe she planned to do this. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I will say this. She's just an irresponsible driver. Now, that I will speculate on. She should never have been behind the wheel. Hell, even I could drive better than her. I mean, a lot of you can drive better than her. And have 100% regard for safety. Something that Miss Beauvais don't. She don't believe in safety. She don't care about who she hurts and who she kills. And I'm just glad they took her off the street because, who knows what the hell she would have did next. And she's lucky the cops didn't tase her ass when she told them, fuck you, I don't gotta listen to you. Yes, you do gotta listen to the cops. They tell you do something, shut the fuck up and do it. And the fucking story. So again, she's lucky that she didn't get her ass beat or shot. And she's black. And like I said, rest in peace to Anastasia Sakos. No, Anastasio Sakos. Sorry. Rest in peace, Anastasia Sakos. And rest in hell, Jessica Bobet. Listen, she killed an innocent man behind the wheel because she don't want to stay her ass off the road. She want to get high and get behind the wheel and do whatever the fuck she want to do. And not only did she ruin her life, she ruined Sakos' life too, and his family too. Because now the kids don't have a father. All they got is a mother. Imagine what the mother is going to go through having to raise two children by herself. It's hard being a single parent, as it is for a married parent. You never know what challenges await the widow. But I just hope she can triumph, though, that's for sure. I just hope she don't lose her shit. Because a whole bunch of shit could happen now that Sakos is dead. And two children are left fatherless. They got no father. They can only remember him in their minds and in spirit. But their father is not going to be home for them physically. Not to celebrate their birthdays, to open their Christmas presents, watch them graduate high school, get married, have children of their own, etc., etc., etc. The whole 9 yards. Their father can't do that no more because this one piece of shit decided to kill him instead of going the other way. I mean, come on, man. No, I sincerely hope that Beauvais gets her license suspended for the rest of her life, whether she beats the charges or not, because she's a danger to the road. And it won't be long before she kills somebody else. But I'm glad they got her off the street, and she's probably going to be stuck at Rikers Island for a while. So, anyway, thank you for listening to the Man in the Black Mask. And he thanks you for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a question underneath the screen and tell me what you think about this bizarre incident, especially this piece of shit driver that should have stayed off the road and should have never been on it in the first place, giving her multiple violations. So, until then, good luck, be well, and have a good day. If I have another article, I'll get it out by tonight, if I can find it. Thank you for your service.